Oh yeah!
Alright, everybody, what's up? It's Joe from JLW Games. We're back in Planet Coaster 2 with the B&M Surf Coaster. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Everyone stay safe with fireworks tonight. If you're doing fireworks, make sure you stay cautious. Don't need any trips to the hospital or anything. Make sure you're being careful. I don't personally do fireworks, but I like to watch them. Alright. Why don't we start things off real quick with a ride? Go to this train. I think I kind of want to start on getting the station started, like kind of going. Get the station kind of built a little bit more. And we'll go from there. Hopefully we can get a lot done today. I don't know why this takes so long on the first ride. There we go. Listen to that music. Awesome. That's so fun. I think this ride actually turned out really good. I'm pretty happy with it. Now we need to figure out what kind of... we need to figure out what roofing we want to do. I was thinking about doing thatch roofs, but I'm not sure. Entirely sold on the idea yet, but I'm not sure yet. But let's see what the thatch roofs would kind of look like. Maybe something along the lines of this. I'd probably do something different for the top, though. Oh, these are the different these are the, yeah, these are different. These are the ones I was actually gonna look at. Ah! Kind of along these lines. They just have a bit of a better texture, so. could do something fun, like something along the lines of something like this. Let's see if we change the grid size, we could center it. The name of the coaster? Right now it's Thunder Wave, but I think that's what I have it named as right now. Alright, let's get some structure onto this thing. We can use like some rounded pieces. That could be interesting, right? A little uniqueness. Try to do something a little different here. Get that as centered as possible. One at these pieces there. Oops. Always select the wrong thing there. Seems to happen way too often. How'd you burnt your cheeseburger buns? What the heck? How'd that happen? What are you doing? Come on, Fluffy. You can't burn your cheeseburger buns. They were too big for the toaster. So you burnt them? I don't know how I feel about that. It's crazy about how a station looks so much more complete after you start to do some... or get the roof on it. Isn't that crazy? There is an RMC Raptor mod in the Coaster Sim Society? No way. Is it an actual, like, mod, or is it just kind of like a reskin? I gotta go look now. Gotta go look now that you brought it up to my attention. I don't check there as often as I should. I gotta take a look at this. Let's see, Planet Coaster 2... Mod development, testing, announcements. What do we got here? Go down to the bottom. There it is. Okay. Posted yesterday. This is an update that mainly adjusts trains for accuracy. Alright, how does this work? Wow. We'll have to check that out. I definitely want to check that out. Updated trains. So I'm guessing that... Is it just trains on a... What track is it on? My question. I'm curious. We're going to go ahead and download it. Because that'd be cool. I'm guessing the trains are custom done somehow on... They're just attaching. They look great. Interesting, though. I'm curious of what the mod is. Does it, like, change one of the like, is it a kind of like a skin? For one of the other coaster types? I'm curious of how that functions. I'm just curious, because Most of the mods just change the numbers for some stuff, and that's about it. I might end up raising this up a little bit more. I'm not sure just yet. I have not made a decision on that. I think we might. But thanks for letting me know about that mod. We'll have to check it out. I'm excited for that, actually. Very curious of how that's going to work. Let's just go up one like that. Yeah, there we go. That's about where I want it. That's a little bit more manageable. Skippity toilet collection. What the heck? And you want to cry because of it. Oh, did that not line up? Did I go 1, 2? Am I over here? Hold on. All that selected again. Put it in the, accidentally put that in the wrong spot. I need to go about right there, right? I'll get this right someday. It'll be really hard to get this right. Right there. I think that's right. I think I got it that time. Text me regarding college football 26. Yeah, I finally picked it. I did pick it up. I've spent way too much money today, by the way. Way too much money. All right. There we go. All right, we'll copy these outside ones. Come on, every other support beam. Hello. Oh gosh. Why I hate decorating coasters. They take days. They really don't take days, honestly. I could have built this station within... Honestly, I could build this station probably in under 30 minutes if I really wanted to. I just really take my time sometimes. When I'm in like a chilling... Like I'm just in a chill stream session. I also go slower when I'm streaming because I'm trying to keep up with chat as well. So like I lose focus a little bit. Now if I'm not like streaming or anything, I can go a lot quicker with building this stuff. I get what you mean though. You can spend a ton of hours, but that's what it comes down to with these creative sim games. I like... You're going to be spending hours on these things, no matter what game you're playing. If you want to build something fast, then it needs to be pre-built. Like, but if you want to go full-on detail on any kind of game like this, you're going to be spending time on it. Like, you can't rush art, okay? That is a famous quote from Toy Story 2. That's why we have blueprints for those that don't want to take the time to build their own stuff. You can get blueprints. Stuff that's already built for you. That's kind of the purpose of blueprints. You know, so those casual builders that just want to build something quick can have something real nice really fast. And that's what this is. This is a blueprint. I'm doing all the work, so if you guys want to plop this kind of stuff into your parks, you can. That way, you don't have to do any of the work. It's very much, yeah, I understand why you'd hate doing them, though. It's definitely worth it in the end, but, like, I don't think any game that, you come out with is going to be able to build a system that makes it quick to build something, especially if you have a specific vision on what you want. You're not going to be able to just build something quickly. It's going to take time, and you got to be precise on what you want. So, you know what I mean. Because doing everything piece by piece, I know it is time consuming. But if you want precise kind of details, how is this not lining up? I must have, okay. You know, you're going to have to spend time on it, because, like, if you have something you want to specifically get done or accomplish in these, you know. Respect the grind. Yeah, I get it. I'm just explaining as best as I can, I guess. That's the beauty of these games. Like, you can just get lost in them for so many hours. And then after you finally build something, get something done, it can, like, completely be worth it in the end. Or you'll completely give up. Who knows? Yeah, for those that don't want to put in the grind, you can simply get some blueprints and build your park out from that way, you know? That's a completely valid thing you can do as well. Some people, I don't want to say lack the creative skills. Some people just don't want to do it. I feel like anyone can be creative in these games, and if they really take the time and effort, you know, it's possible. You just, you know, I guess it does come down to patience, you know? How much patience do you have, and how much time you're willing to put in, you know? Like, I'm taking a lot more time on this than I was actually kind of expecting I would. And that's not, like, I guess that's not a bad thing, necessarily, but, like, I have other projects I need to be working on, let's be real. And this is just kind of like a little quick project. A little one-off project that will be done pretty quickly. Find myself using the same design style over time. Yeah, that can happen too. Different good palettes in Planet Coaster 2. The only thing the kind of the advice I would give so you don't want your stuff to constantly be looking the same, I guess, is just try something different every time. Every time you do a station, do a different design on your, skeleton work here. Like I used rounded stuff this time. Like for this one, I tried something different. I used these, rounded wooden pieces instead of like, those typical square ones, and I hadn't really done that before, so trying to put like extra stuff on here. It's just, it can be interesting. Very interesting. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do another roof off to the side right here that's going to cover this up. And we're going to match the walls to it. And this will be like the little back area for the employees. So like extra stock and stuff like that. The back rooms and such. That's what this part will be. We're not gonna make it real, but like make it visually like, oh yeah, that's where they would go. Anyone can be creative, you just gotta try, and that's true. And you just gotta have that patience too, And it can be really hard, especially if stuff starts to not turn out the way you're hoping and you already spent hours. It can be frustrating. Like, man, I've been spending hours on this. I've tried so hard to make it look good and I'm just not satisfied with it. You're going to go through a lot of that. I've gone through so many times myself. I've gone through that experience and it's frustrating as heck. But honestly, it makes you better for the next build you do. You kind of know, you kind of understand like, oh, okay, I'm not going to do that next time. It really does kind of help you out. Like, oh, I know not to do that next time. And then every time you build something new, it gets better and better. Every time I start a new park, it starts out better and better. Tough though, it's tough. Because you're going to be spending a lot of time with that. You're going to have a lot of unfun parts sometimes, and potentially unfun parts to it. Alright, you can see we got that. So let's do a little bit of designing on the inside here. I want to make sure the indoor section looks good. Yeah, the main purpose of this build is to showcase the new souvenir shops and everything. Souvenir shops and on-ride photos that you can do. This wall is very bare. We're going to have to add more on that side. But hope you guys are having a wonderful 4th of July, guys. Stay safe out there, by the way, if you plan on doing, like, fireworks and stuff. Be very careful. Don't need any visits to the hospital tonight. I'm sure nobody would want that. Again, I don't personally do fireworks myself. I like watching them. I used to as a kid. I did sometimes as a kid, but just I don't really care for doing fireworks. I also don't understand the idea of spending thousands of dollars on fireworks, but it just sounds insane to me. But then again, I spend thousands of dollars on other stuff that people probably go, what the heck? That's dumb. So. Alright, we probably need to get some lighting in there. Alright, so that's a good... Look at that station. We got a station going. Alright, I always like dread doing the queue line, but I should probably at least get some of it started. I hate doing queue lines, man. I guess just like mainly like mostly if I'm doing like custom fencing and stuff like that, that's when I start to hate it. I guess it's a good thing I didn't make it super long. Once you figure it out, and like it doesn't always take that long, but because you want to maybe do like some covers too. You don't want it to be out in the sun, and you got to think through it like that as well. Yeah, let's figure out what we want to do for the fencing. We're gonna start over here because I don't want to use the in-game fencing. Sometimes I'll just go to the fencing, get some ideas, and maybe even just add on to what we've already got. I do that sometimes too. For instance, I kind of got an idea for this, so we'll place this down, and we're gonna go to the wood pieces here. Could use that. We could use regular wooden piece with a different color. Maybe. I don't really like that. I don't like it. Could do something like this. Something different. Been waiting for that SDC recreation. Me too. I'm trying to get some stuff done though. Like I had to bring back Winland, so Winland kind of had a priority there for a little bit. I appreciate the patience though, because I get it. Alright, I'll put one off to the side just in case we need it. And we'll see kind of how this will turn out. This is definitely something different. And we're going to get rid of the curb too on the bottom of the queue line. But this is going to be our first little test of how this queue line will turn out. So, and it's that simple to create like your own custom fence. Like, I literally used what? 1, 2, 3 pieces. So you can't do. It's not. You can do it. You can do it. Alright, let's see what this looks like if we get rid of that curb. Alright, queues. No curb, no curb. Curbs. Turn off curbs. Go to our paintbrush. Oh, I had the different one selected. Or do this one. And that's what it's like without the curves. Kind of like so. Nice. You have any comment on the construction of back of Wildfire? It's going to be for 2026. Or 2027, sorry. I don't know why I said 2026. 2027. I know it's not going to be for 2026. Did I see Siren's Curious? I did. I really want to go out there and ride it. I'm hoping to maybe get to Cedar Point this year. Just don't know if I'm going to yet. I'm planning on it, but like I don't know if it's going to happen. Still kind of up in the air. Funds have been kind of not great. So I don't know if I can really afford to take any vacations or trips this year. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure yet. I really want to. Alright, so this is for the priority pass. Priority queue. I figured we needed to get started on this on the queue line itself because we haven't really done it yet. There's already footers way back, very interesting. I don't think there's any footers yet. I literally just took a picture of it. I posted it in the Discord a while ago. Unless they just popped up within the last few days. I mean, there very well could be. I just haven't seen any. It was a very much just a big old dirt area. Like, there wasn't really anything in there yet. But again, since it's for 2027, I don't think we'll see any like track or anything till next year. I've already been hearing rumors of what it is. I already kind of know from maintenance guys. I'm not gonna say anything, but if you're expecting like a super high big thrill coaster, I think you'll be disappointed. By the way, so don't think that. Don't get your expectations too high. It's not in the main area. Well, I mean, it stretches out around. The land clearings all the way stretches around Powder Keg. In between Wildfire, Powder Keg, and then the clearing goes all the way around Powder Keg, and they're still clearing. Like, they're not done yet. How much you got a dono for me to even if I was to tell you, it'd just be rumors, so it wouldn't even be official, so. Like, I do know the manufacturer of it. I do know the manufacturer. Also depends how much we talking. $1,000. Actually, I should ask for more until to see exactly how much I could get out of it. I just think it's funny seeing enthusiasts say it's going to be like a B&M Giga or Hyper, and I'm like, bro, get your expectations straight. It's not going to be that. I can't spill the beans. I don't like beans in the first place, so I'm not going to spill them. And again, it's all speculation. It's not actually Zamperillo Wacky War. That'd be hilarious. All I'm saying is don't expect anything super high thrill. It will be really good and amazing, but just don't expect anything like 200, 300 feet. Keep your expectations in check is all I'm saying. We're in the dawn of family coasters right now, okay? Like, we're in the age of family coasters right now. And what is something in SDC lineup that they're kind of lacking right now, if you ask me? They're lacking a very solid family coaster. The closest thing we got right now is Thunderation, which, by the way, is probably going to have its last season next year, so it could be 199 feet. Very doubtful, but yeah. That's why they made that big service road going behind Outlaw Run. That way they can transport everything they need to over there. Which kind of sucks, because now Outlaw is just so open, they got rid of all the trees, and it kind of sucks. I'm really sad about that. It is kind of upsetting. Because it's so good with all the trees around. It makes you feel like you're going so much faster. But hopefully it'll be worth it. I hope so. It's funny, you do these custom railings and they always take longer than you expect. I kind of want to start on the water feature area today if we can. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like there's not a whole lot left to do. I feel like there is, but there isn't. Like, we basically got the station going. We need to do some touch-ups in the gift shop, obviously, and the exit, and do all the queue line stuff. But then all we got to do is kind of like do that water feature I wanted to do. Maybe get some like water jets that's kind of in sync with the ride. That'd be cool. Been riding for years. It's not the same not zipping through the trees. Yeah, I'm very interested to see if the night rides are going to be affected that much. Because it was just so dark and with all the trees around. Outlaw Run had one of the best night rides. And I haven't gotten to ride it at night yet since we haven't been open late enough yet this season. I guess we'll find out here in a few weeks. When we start, not even a few weeks, like literally just a little over a week, we go into summer nights where we're open till 10. So I guess we'll find out sooner rather than later, actually. Yeah, when I saw all those trees gone, I was pretty disappointed. I think a lot of enthusiasts were too, so just kind of sucks. It really does suck. Still the best ride in the park. But, you know. I know some people make the argument Time Traveler is, but it's a very close second for me. Time Traveler is still up there as one of the best, and I don't blame anyone for putting it at #1 in the park, but do I work in a park? I do. I work at Silver Dollar City. I work at Outlaw Run. I work at Outlaw Run and Powder Keg. I am the senior team lead of both of those rides. I've worked at Outlaw Run since it opened in 2013. So I've worked at that ride every year. It's been open, in operation. I don't know if you want to call it a flex, but I've worked on that ride. I'm the only person that has been signed off on that ride every single year it's been open. No one else can say that. And you get those people that will say Outlaw Run's rough, but I really don't think it is. I'm not saying it's butter or anything. It obviously feels like a wood coaster, but I think compared to other wood coasters, it's pretty smooth. And then they'll go on about that pothole at the bottom of the drop, which I haven't felt anything on that drop in actually quite a long time. I feel like it's been just fine. Especially if you're in an odd numbered row. If you go in a non-wheel seat, you're literally not going to feel like the pothole feeling, as everyone says. which there's not actually a pothole there, by the way. That's the term everyone likes to use, though. I've been up and close at the bottom of that drop before. I have pictures of me literally on that drop. And I can tell you right now, there's nothing, the drop looks just fine. There's nothing to fix there. They always say, everyone always says, oh, they need to fix that. And I'm like, there's nothing to fix. It's just fine. Yeah, if you're in a non-wheel wheel seat, it's perfectly smooth. Even wheel seats aren't honestly that bad. So definitely a little bumpy in some spots, but even wheel seats aren't even that bad. Enthusiasts are just kind of, in my opinion, crybabies, so. If you ask me, so. And I'm not saying all enthusiasts are that way, but there's a good majority of enthusiasts that are... Everything's got to be butter smooth, or they complain about it, you know? By the way, like, we talk about the butter smoothness. Can we just appreciate how well-aged Wildfire is at Silver Dollar City, by the way? I feel like Wildfire is one of the smoothest B&Ms still out there, and it opened in 2001. You know what I mean? Everyone always talks about these B&M rattles, which I've never felt, by the way. I've never been on a B&M that I thought was rough in any way, shape, or form. And they always go about the head banging. If you put your head forward a little bit, boom, your problem's solved. That's what I do on all B&Ms, so I don't shake my head in between the restraints. I've never had an issue with a B&M being rough for me. But, like, Wildfire is low-key one of the smoothest B&Ms out there. And, like, it is 20-plus years old now. I think this construction, I think it's going to connect Wildfire and Powder Keg's dead ends. I've been back there while it's being worked on, because when we do evacs at Powder Keg, we literally go back into that construction. So, like, we have to go back into that construction to get into the perimeter. If we're going to our lift hill or our launch, if we have to evac people from there. I think the way they've leveled out the road right there, because it used to just be a service road, but it looks like they've leveled it out to make it look like they could potentially be putting pathway there. I think they're going to connect, and it connects right up to Wildfire's dead end, too. So Powder Keg and Wildfire's dead end, I feel like they can complete that loop around. And then that will have the area for the new ride or area that they're going to do. That's my prediction. I think they're going to connect the dead ends together. And then they can expand out that way. There's so much land that way. Iron Rattler is smoothest ride you've ever rode before. I haven't been on Iron Rattler, but I'd imagine it is very smooth. All the RMC iBox coasters I've been on have always been butter. At least the ones I've been on. The iBox tracks I've been on, Steel Vengeance and Twisted Colossus. What else have I been on? What other iBox have I been on? Is that it? I guess Lightning Rod partially counts. At least half of it. Lightning Rod. Half of Lightning Rod anyways. Partial of Lightning Rod. What else? What other iBoxes are there that I've ridden? I can't, for some reason, remember. Going blank. Surely there's more than that I've been on. Maybe not. Yeah. SDC's getting a lot of expansion. We know that. They announced when they announced the resort. In the next 10 years, they're spending $500 million in investments alone. So they never disclosed how much the resort is costing. So I'm guessing it's going to be a heavy chunk of that. So, by the way, the The resort has gone vertical, by the way. I've drove past there the last few times. They actually gone vertical with it. So, like, there's actually structures up in the air now. So, the resort has officially gone vertical. It'll be opening towards the end of next year. See, it makes sense that our next big investment SDC is going to be 2027 because they're going to open the resort towards the end of 2026. And then if you have an introduction to a new ride in 2027, more people are going to want to stay in the resort. You know, it makes too much sense there, so. Let's kind of see how that works. I hope they do actually do if Thunderation is closing, I hope they give it a nice send-off and actually announce it at the beginning of maybe during the off season of this year and let us know that it's closing so guests can, you know, kind of like they did with Fire in the Hole. So guests can actually plan around that, get their last rides on Thunderation. It's definitely next on the chopping block, I can tell you that much. And rumor has it will be closing after next season. We'll have to wait and see. None of that's official, but and partial rumor has it that whatever this next attraction is going to be somewhat of a replacement for Thunderation. I don't know if it's going to be like, say, the Fire in the Hole treatment, where it's going to keep the same name and theme and everything, and they're going to move. It's just going to be in a different location. I don't know if that's going to be a thing. I don't think so, but I think it's going to be a spiritual successor to Thunderation. But yeah, speculation is Mine Train. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that rumor around there already. Mine Train rumors are very strong. Golden Lasso is smooth, but it's intense compared to Iron Rattler. I've been on Lasso of Truth at Magic Mountain myself. That's the only RMC Raptor I've been on. So I haven't been on a compact Raptor yet, which I hear are a lot more intense. I've been on one of the spaced out ones, which it was still fun. I really liked it. Alright, we almost got all this railing up. Thank goodness. Still got a bit more to go, though. Let's just power through. Let's just power through. I know it's tedious and it's not the most entertaining in the world, but I usually like to try and get some good conversation going on while we're doing this so we can somewhat keep the stream entertaining. I know these aren't the most entertaining streams, but imagine if I decided to change my railing decision here now. That'd be funny. I am also off tomorrow, so I don't have to get this done tonight. I can also work on it tomorrow, but at the same time, I do want to work on Winland Adventure Resort because we are going to be working on now the dry park. I'm very excited to work on that. I know a lot of you want to see Silver Dollar City recreation as well. That's going to be more of a live stream thing, though, so if we have time, maybe we'll hop into there today. I try not to have too many projects going on at once, but I want to get this one done really quick. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on this project. I want it to look great and spend quality time on it, but I just don't want to spend too much time on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the big projects we got to worry about. The the big hitters, you know, Silver City and Windland Adventure Resort. But I hope you guys have been enjoying a lot of these. I've been streaming a lot lately, a lot more lately, and I'm hoping to keep up with it because, you know what, I need that YouTube money. I have not really done well this year financially on YouTube, so it's been actually a really bad year. And it's my fault. I haven't been staying active enough, you know? So it's 100% on me, but I just have not had the time / motivation completely to stay committed to it, unfortunately. But hopefully we can somewhat change that. Maybe. Because I would love to get some of these projects done. You know, if I could get a full Silver City recreation done in Planet Coaster 2, I would feel so much better about myself because obviously I pretty much never finished the first one in Planet Coaster 1. Unfortunately. Flying coaster would be really cool. I think if they got with Vekoma and did like the model for FLY at Fantasialand, that would be such a cool ride for SDC. Be the only one of its kind in North America. You can market it that way, or you could break the records, some records maybe with it. It's got to be marketable, so always got to be marketable. Alright, I think we got all those except for the stair area. So now we got to go through and get rid of all our curbs and stuff. Don't need no curbs, man. Get those out of there. Curbs and railings. I have railings turned off, right? Yeah, I do. Okay, just making sure. I only kept those up so I could have a guide of where I was. You delete everything, you can't see them. Make sure I don't miss any spots here. I feel like I will anyways. Isn't it crazy we can do invisible paths? We can have invisible queues now, can't we? Yeah, we can do invisible queue lines as well. That's insane. So if you wanted to completely cover this up and go full custom with everything, you could. I haven't really utilized invisible paths yet, but the best way is to, like, build what you're going to build and then delete the path after, or, like, then change it to invisible paths afterward. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to see. Or keep curbs up so you can actually see it where it's at. That's also something you can do. Alright, we're looking pretty good. Alright, we don't need those there, or those, or those. Get out of here with your curbs. Alright, did I miss any? I know there's probably going to be some spots I miss some. Like, there's one little spot there, a little spot there. I know how it goes. A tiny spot there. I see a huge spot right here that I missed. Alright, not looking too shabby though. We got custom fencing in now. Some really nice invisible path snap kits on the workshop. Oh yeah, he's done a lot of cool stuff to help out with a lot of stuff. I do want to check out that mod though. Not gonna lie. A mod with the RMC Raptors. I'm curious of what they did. Maybe it's a mod for, like, say, the only thing I could think of, it's a mod for, like, a specific ride type. Is it this one? No, it's not this. I was about to say, like, there's like a tracked ride or something that has track that looks kind of close to a raptor. I really hope it's not just like the T-Rex model, just with different trains. Like, that doesn't make sense. I mean, why would you need a mod for that? You would just need the custom train or the trains, you know. I'm curious of what it does. So, like, I don't know if it's a fully modded coaster track in there or what it is. I really don't know. I mean, looking at the photos of it on the Coaster Sim Society Discord, it looks pretty legit. Like, it looks like a RMC Raptor track, so I don't know. Have I been to a coaster convention or reveals? I have not, no. I have not. I'm sure they're would be pretty cool, though. Alright, we're gonna get that scenery rating up for our queue line. Best believe we are. I think our queue line needs to look a little bit better. For sure. This is a good way to separate these. I might put something below the track here. Like a little cover thing. Something to cover that up. I don't know. As much as I want to keep going, like, I would like to get a majority of stuff done. We'll do a little bit more still here, but, like, I really want to check out that mod. I'd have to close the game, of course, but, like, I'm curious of how it works. Mods, let me read it, actually. Extra track types to the... Okay, so it adds extra track types to the game's T-Rex. No way. So what it does is it's the T-Rex, but it has different track types, and I guess it's a skinnier track type, and then you just download the train. That's cool. So it just adds track types, and it makes a smaller track, I guess. I see now. Alright, we gotta check this out. I really... I really want to just keep working on this, and I think we will, but let's check out this mod. Like, they've really figured that out. That's cool. So it is the T-Rex track. They just added a track type that looks like the Raptor. I do think they're going to add the Raptor to the game, though. I do think they will. Alright, let's go ahead and download this mod and see what happens. Hopefully I can figure it out. We'll just do a be right back until I get the game relaunched, but we're going to add these files. I downloaded it already, so let's go ahead and get this download out of here so we can put it in the correct files. All right, let's extract. We got to extract the files out of the zipper. Extract here. There we go. Extract it. There it is. And if I remember right, you just have to go to the right file and drop it in. So hopefully I go to the right file. Let's go to Program Files, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Planet Coaster 2. here? Yeah, here it is. I don't know if I drop this in. Let's see if it has a readme so I can... I think, do we just drop the... I think we just drop the file in here. That's what it usually is. I guess we'll find out. Let's just drop the mod in there. I think that should do it. That's how most of the mods are, so we'll find out. Alright, so now we just relaunch the game and see if that does anything. This is really cool, though, if we do want to do some, like, RMC Raptors in our parks. And then we do need to go to the Frontier Workshop and get the custom train, because that's how they did the train. Updated trains. I'm gonna copy that. Okay, and then we're gonna go down the workshop and download the custom trains, because I think it's on the Frontier Workshop for the trains, because it's like they built it out of scenery pieces, and it fits the track. So we're gonna go ahead and use that once the workshop loads here. Wait for it. That's so cool, though, that someone went out of their way to do something like this. The possibilities are endless if this actually isn't, you know. This is actually really good, you know. What else does it mean? You know, what else could they do? We need to buy code here. There's the code. In case you guys want to take a look at it. Here it is, the Raptor trains. Subscribe. That's cool. They look great, by the way, too. All right, let's try it out. Let's hopefully the mod is installed properly. We're just gonna go into a sandbox here. We'll do creative. Create. Oh wow, they just posted something literally right now. Coaster convert. So like, they have an importer for No Limits 2. Literally, they just posted that now. That's awesome. So if you want to convert your No Limits 2 coasters into the game, I guess you can do that now. All right, let's check this out. We're going to go to coasters, and we're just going to do Raptor. There it is. Oh my gosh, look at that. There it is. Sure enough, we have the Raptor track. Textures are a little weird if you have open track pieces like that. It's got a little clearance thing on the back. Let's go ahead and edit the coaster and take a look at these new track types. So obviously this is the T-Rex, but there's supposed to be a new track type added with this mod. I don't know where it's at, though. Oh, there it is. Okay, so friction wheel lift. This is the lift hill. That's so cool. Wow. Look at that. I can't believe someone did this. That's insane. Does it have track supports too? It does, but not really good. You're gonna have to do custom supports on this boy. For sure. Catwalks. They do have catwalks. So you can put the catwalks on there if you want to. But where's the normal one? There's magnetic brakes. Lock section. And these are from the other mod that I have. But what about normal track? I haven't found the normal track unless I did something wrong here. So So far, I've just been able to find lift hills, brake runs, and block zones. Unless there's an option here. No. Offset. I have no idea how to get the normal track. Or the normal raptor track. Unless it's somewhere in here, which wouldn't make sense really, but... Unless I need to do something else in the mod to get the mod to work properly. I'm curious of what coaster type it uses for this. Very interesting. Looks like it mostly just replaces some of these more than anything. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see what happens when we test it, though, and see what it looks like. It looks good. I just don't know, I wonder how we do normal pieces, because there's no option here to... Yeah, I don't know. Unless there's a value you have to change in there. Use it, make sure you have NTL config that enables like that. If you don't want to add all these manually, just install the config that Cooper has posted in this channel above. Okay. All right. My goodness. I can't find any info on that. Okay, this mod does not change any existing textures for the T-Rex, so your existing build should remain the same. To use your Raptor track, select alternate track, one with the small 2 icon when building your coaster instead of standard track. I'm not seeing that option, though, for an alternate to go to the configuration settings to change something, but still awesome that someone has done this, though. It's insane. Pretty crazy. Alright, now that I've messed with that, I don't want to bore you guys too much with this just being on that the whole time, so we're going to go back to our blueprint. Coaster blueprint that we were working on. Ah! Alright, we might add a few things here. Delete that. And that. I love that those blend flawlessly together. Wish they had smaller ones of these. I mean, I know I can scale it down, but it's crazy how big these are. Ah, what are you doing? Is it part of the building? Why can't I select it at all? Even if I do like that. It's not selecting that chain. I'm so confused. Clearly had this turned on. Why did you change? Yeah, I can't select that. Why can't we select this chain? Let me select that one. That's weird. There, I gotta make it look like you can open and close parts of the queue. I think that just adds a little bit more realism. And that's probably the only ones we really need to do there, so you can open and close parts of the queue line. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum. Boom. Why do you keep selecting the whole thing? Oh, I got it now. Actually, I think it might be a good idea to use the snap distance so it's nice and precise. Why? Why? Why was it doing that? That was weird. Probably they might. They probably have the next 10 years planned, actually, honestly. Like, let's be real. Never really actually used these water pieces yet. But like you can see they actually have textured, like that actually has moving textures that make it look like actual water. Which is pretty cool. So I think it works perfectly for like a blueprint like this. this would look. Actually, there are walls that have the rounded piece. Let's look at those first. I'm starting to get toothache. Not fun. Not fun, not fun, not fun. Ow, it hurts. I don't want to do this. Why does my teeth have to start hurting? I should probably get my wisdom teeth pulled out. Let's be real. Something like that could work, potentially. Ah. 199-foot wacky worm isn't a possibility. You know what? Who knows? Ah, my teeth hurt. It's just not fun. Not fun. Ow. Okay. Literally was moments ago was not hurting. Now it's like throbbing. I was literally just thinking, not today, but like yesterday, like, man, my wisdom teeth haven't hurt in a while. And it's like, oh, surprise. Making it hard to focus, actually. I should go get some ibuprofen or something. Might actually go do that real quick. Potato. Is this a grid piece? It is. I wasn't expecting that to be a grid piece. Yeah, I need to go to the dentist. I have not gone to the dentist since I was like a kid. Just gonna be real. And I know that's not good, but also just a matter of not being able to afford it, you know? Now, I might add more to this. This is just how we're getting started here. is kind of like my little test spot for the water feature. If it goes well, we might add more. My teeth hurt. I hate this. Literally came out of nowhere too, just like not fun. Tooth pain is not fun. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. It's like, I'll just copy and paste them, but I'm like, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to actually copy, or actually get a hold of it, isn't it? I got it, though. I love how it just ignores that I'm trying to select it. When they stab your gums and then ask, does it hurt? Ah. Hey, welcome back. How's it going? Alright, we need water. We do have these different water jets. What else we got? Bubbles, bubbles. Water jets it is. First sequence. Where's the first trigger? Oh. Have them slightly staggered here, and then we go boom, boom, boom. So I have them in the wrong order. Fast forward so we can see how this looks. This is just a little small test, a little small sample size. Guess this is number 1 now. Back a tiny bit. Looks pretty good. Not too shabby. The lyric sheets. That'd be so funny. All in Planko. I think this ride, once we're all done, it'll be very visually appealing. That's what we're going for. See roughly how many pieces we are so far. Roughly. It's okay if a few things get in there. Alright, we're at 3,300 already? Wow. We haven't quite used half because we can do 8,000 now, so just under half of what we're able to do, so I think we're in good shape. We'll be fine. Yeah, I need to decorate it in here a lot more. Be sure to do that. Station's looking pretty solid. Booth in there. Take you down to the gift shop. Nice and simple, looks good. Will look good once it's done. Gosh, my teeth's hurting me a lot. Really bothering me. Such a beautiful roll, by the way. Love that roll. It's a great roll. I want to do like a lot of cool like planters and stuff. Maybe a little bit of a cool pathing system here. Why do you keep spamming? You don't have to send the message 3 times. Yeah, this is just a little taste of what we're gonna do with some water features. I kind of want to do like a lot of water around this turn, maybe. Something along those lines. Why? I hate... It does that. I hate it. I've gone pretty quiet. It's hard to, my tooth being irritated right now. It's really sucks. Moment. 'Tooth, please stop hurting. It's not fun. I think I'm gonna go get some ibuprofen. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. My tooth hurts so bad. Just rip these wisdom teeth out of me. Right now. Gosh dang. This makes it like I want to keep streaming, but man, it's making it hard for me to kind of focus at all right now. Because I wanted to get more done. Gosh dang. Hopefully that ibuprofen will kick in. That hit me out of nowhere. It really did hit out of nowhere, like really bad. Oof, oof, oof. Mm-hmm. to go and get my wisdom teeth removed at some point. I still have them. So right now they're just being awful. Like they only hurt once in a while. Not very often, but when they do hurt, they hurt. Sucks. Ba 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 ba. I get a cool safe shot, like always. Appreciate you guys being here, though, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful 4th again. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much more. It's really hard for me to focus right now because, like, it does not feel good. Does not feel good at all. It hurt. Tooth pain is, like, awful. It's like some of the worst pain. Alright, let me see where I'm at on this. I'm not going to work on it probably because I don't feel good right now, but I want to try and remember how much left I got on the entrance area. Not a whole lot, honestly. Shouldn't take too much longer. Because I remember we were working on these planter areas, this bridge, and there's another bridge right there. Turnstiles, and then we have the bakery, and then hospitality house. And we got rentals there too, but we'll take just a minute. Here's the fireworks. Still going off. I'm sorry, guys. Wish I could make my tooth pain go away, but I don't even know really why I went into SDC, but right there. Give you guys hope that I was going to work on it, I guess. I don't know. Ow. I hate this. That's not good. Not feeling good at all. Gotta get these suckers pulled. Alright. Alright, guys. Hopefully, maybe we'll be back tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, too, so... Hopefully, my teeth won't be hurting like this. Usually, they hurt for a few days, so... It starts doing this, which sucks. But I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you being here, and... Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully... not feel as bad like this. It sucks. Alright, guys. Thanks so much for being here anyways, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.